Hey everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Saturday, the 5th of June 2021. And this is the weekly technical analysis for spot gold and dollar yen for the second week of June. Let's begin with spot gold, where it has been on a bullish run for a couple of months, and however, at the start of this new month, it formed a spinning top right on the first day, and then momentum slowed down, but then the big move was on Thursday with a drop back down to the new monthly pivot, and that was due to better than expected US ADP employment figures. However, it managed to find support at the new monthly pivot at 1861.81, and bounce back from there on Friday with poor non-farm payroll employment figures, and that gave a boost back to the majors, and spot gold climbed back up to last week's weekly pivot, just below the 1900 level, and now it's going to be a range for this coming week, as there could be some leftover bullish momentum, but at the same time, there is no real breakout one way or the other. So we'll see what's going to happen for the week, but looks like it's going to be a range movement for the week. And the only news, major news, is only on Thursday with the CPI figures, and then followed by preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment figures, but no major ones after last week's major news. So the focus this week is switching over to the euro with the ECB. Then next week there'll be the Federal Reserve's turn on their policy decisions. All right, but that's quite a wide range that we can exploit for next week. It did attempt to reach the previous all-time high at 1920. It did reach a high of 1916.60, and then fell to a low of 1855.88. So that's for the week, that's a 600 pip range. But for the last couple of days, the range was about still a healthy 500 over pips. So that's a good enough range for the week to range trade as well. Okay. We need to also take a look at the US dollar index, the DXY, to see how the US dollar reacted to the JOLTS figures. And Thursday, that was the boost that it received from the ADP figures, and a climb from the 162 fib extension back up to the 138 fib extension, but then on Friday fell back down and back to the key support at 90.00 round figure. So otherwise, it could have been a breakout move higher above the daily 55 if the non-farm payroll figures was also a healthy figure above expectation. However, it failed to follow in the footsteps of the ADP, private employment figures. All right, so unfortunately, the dollar is still trapped and it needs to break out one way or the other, but it's trying to recover and fight back up, but there's been a lot of resistance, but it has been holding above higher support and higher lows, so we'll see how that goes for next week. Okay, let's move on to dollar yen. So yes, dollar yen also reacted bullish move on the Thursday and fell back down on the Friday right to the new monthly pivot at 109.36. Close right at last week's weekly pivot. Right, did reach highs of 110.30s area. Right, I was unable to climb up higher to possibly test the upper channel trend line. So it's now basically stuck in the range for this coming week, and it may not be able to follow this slightly bullish channel in a normal fashion now that there's a conflict of the moves on the Thursday and the Friday. So it may take a while to break out from the consolidation. Of this consolidation area. So either it'll test the support, and if it does, then looks like if the monthly pivot holds, then yes, it could climb back up, and we'll see whether it's able to break out higher. And there's not too much US news to support or drive or trigger any moves for this week. So we could see further consolidation and just range trading. All right. So yeah, unfortunately, there's no momentum for the US dollar after the jobs reports. And we'll probably see consolidation until the following week, where the Federal Reserve comes online to announce their policy decisions and to see whether there's any potential tapering, and that could trigger some more dollar moves and volatility. Okay, so meanwhile, do have a safe week and a good trading week. And do check out my other videos on the other major pairs. And cheers for now.